Hello, everyone. I'm the Atheist Ranger. How are you all doing tonight? This is kind of a spur of the moment thing, but as the title may suggest, I'm here to yet own this sad, very, very sad person. Anyway, let's hear what he has to say, shall we? It's the video I'm responding to is Atheist, repent of your holier than thou attitude. Well, it's kind of hard not to be better than you, but Gman.
Ministries, and I thought I'd do another video here today. Since I just got finished talking about what we Christians really believe about sin, righteousness, and judgment, about how there are no perfect people in the world, and that is the Christian worldview, in which atheists borrow from us on a regular basis.
No, actually, we don't. It's kind of hard not to figure out that no one on this earth is perfect. That's just common sense in life. Come on.
Since I talked about that, now I want to talk about what the atheist community needs to repent of. And you can say that God don't exist. You can say he's not real. You can say whatever you want. But at the end of the day, what I'm saying right now is true until you can disprove it.
You fucking moron. You are aware that's not how arguments work, right? That's not even how claims work. Okay, it's not, true until proven false. That's not how it works, sir. Okay, you have to provide evidence for what you claim.
A lot of these people on the internet that call themselves atheists are walking around here acting like they're holier than thou, the very same thing that they accuse Christians of. They don't like the fact that Christians walk around and restrain themselves from not cussing. They don't like the fact that we Christians walk around here and we restrain ourselves from doing all of what they know, just like we know, are evil and wicked things, because they accuse us of the same things we accuse them of.
Okay, G-Man, it doesn't affect my life in any shape or form that you cuss. I don't care. Okay, what I have a problem with is you thinking that you're better than me because you don't. So no, I don't think that I'm better than anyone. I have my own flaws and I've made my own mistakes. But I am damn sure better than someone who on several occasions has denied the existence of starving children. Okay, who has admitted numerous times to stealing a safe that didn't belong to him. I am definitely better than that kind of person. That's you, by the way.
If we cuss and we cuss up a storm, they're going to say, oh, you're a Christian and you're not supposed to be doing that, right?
Wrong.
They won't tell you what they're basing it on, but if you steal, if you lie, if you break the ninth commandment or whatever it is that these people are saying on the internet these days, these are going to be the same people. These are going to be the same people that are going to say, oh, you're not supposed to be doing that. Again, we don't know what the basis is going to be for that. Okay? Without talking about their faults and what they do wrong. I'm going to start naming names, and I'm going to be very specific about what I'm going to be talking about here.
Well, about fucking time. We're 2.5 minutes in. You're not being very specific.
Okay? The reason why I'm going to name names and I'm going to be specific because I've always been the type of person that if you can dish it, should be able to take it.
And that, sir, is not you. You've demonstrated very clearly that you can dish out insults and bad arguments, but you damn sure can't take them.
If you're going to make a video and you're going to blah, 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 then I respond, then be able to take it. If you're going to say something in a Google Hangout that offends another person or something like that, then you certainly should be able to take it. Fair enough? Great. So here's the thing. Let's start off with I don't know. Let's start off with Dragnet. Let's talk about him for a moment. Right now, as we speak right now, he's on his channel, again, validating the scriptures by saying that human beings, him included, because if he's not saying that, then he's extremely guilty of what I'm talking about in this video. I'm talking about how people are flawed.
We've known that since the beginning of the human species, you fucking moron. We've known that little fact since before Christianity ever reared its ugly fucking head, or any religion for that matter. So no, he's not doing it according to the scriptures. We've known as long as human beings have walked on this planet, G-Man, we have known that we've been flawed. We're not perfect. That's something we don't need any holy book, let alone your Bible, to tell us not to fucking do.
We're flawed because every last one of us were born into sin and shapen in iniquity. He loves talking about...
No, that's not why we're flawed. We're flawed because there's no such thing as perfection is impossible, okay? Whether it's in any person. Again, this is common fucking sense. Sin does not exist. Sin is a made-up disease made up by gullible idiots like you to scare people into your religion. Unfortunately, G-Man, you mostly talk to adults. Guess what? Those scare tactics are not going to work on adults, sir.
Me and my faults. Okay, I'm going to bring my phone over here because I want to show you guys something here, okay? You like talking about me and my faults? Christians, you guys need to pay attention to what I'm about to do here. Why he ain't looking in the mirror and talking about his? Argon Dragnet's not talking about Dragnet.
That's because I'm sure he's much more aware of his faults than you are, you fucking idiot.
Isn't that what we accuse the Hebrew Israelites of all the time? The Hebrew Israelites talk about how the white man's the devil, the white man's this, the white man's that, the white man's the problem, all the problems in the world and whatnot. And all Dragnet keeps doing is saying that you're G-Man and G-Man and G-Man and G-Man and G-Man. The man never sits there and says, I struggle with lies. Let me try to stop lying.
Again, using your own crappy logic here against you, where is your evidence that he's ever lied against you or anyone else? Oh, that's right, he hasn't, because he actually plays videos of what you say, whether they're live videos or just videos you put up on your fucking channel. So no, he doesn't lie about anything you've said, and he damn sure hasn't, I think the last time you talked to him, which was, I think today, you accused him of doc dropping you. Let me tell you something, G-Man. You doc dropped yourself many years ago. Your name is public knowledge. You put your real name out there. Not me, not Dragnet, not JDK, not any other atheist. You put your real name out there when you made that stupid-ass marathon video. So how about you stop blaming us for what you did? Put on your big boy pants and take responsibility for what you did in that specific instance, sir.
I struggle with this. Let me stop trying to do this. I struggle with that. Let me stop. He's not doing that. No, what he's doing is this. Give me a second here. Putting himself on a pedestal. The atheists have exalted them. I'm sorry, this would be God, right? They have exalted themselves to be the final judge of all things.
Again, personal opinion. So much personal opinion, which I find rather odd, seeing as you claim to hate personal opinion-based morality.
If this top of this barrel representing God, okay? And this represented the atheists here on YouTube. They have exalted themselves above all that is called God, according to the scriptures.
No one cares about what your scriptures say, and I get the feeling I'm going to be saying that throughout this video, assuming I make it all the way.
You understand? Even to the point that they judge God himself.
Yeah, in the same way that I judge Darth Vader and every other mythical supervillain I've ever seen or heard of. So that's not really saying a lot.
Gman's a bad person, True's a bad person, Antonio's a bad person, Tommy Hall's a bad person. Anybody who takes a
no, they haven't said you. Well, maybe you. I won't say bad. You're just incredibly dumb. You believe dumb things, and you don't offer any credible, convincing evidence to back up your claims and the things that you believe. So I can't speak for any other atheists watching this, but who knows? Deep down, you may have some good flaws, but you damn sure haven't shown them here on the internet. I think most of the criticisms that you get are just that you flat out fucking redneck dumb.
The literal interpretation of scripture is a bad person. If you listen to what he says, that's what he's saying. So,
No. Hear that, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, well, if you listen closely, it's what he's saying. So, in other words, Dragnut's never said this. This is what G-Man thinks that Dragnut has said. That, G-Man, is called putting words in people's mouth. And yet you get pissed when someone does it to you. This is exactly what Dragnut was talking about in the Hangout today. You love holding atheists to a standard that you don't even want to hold yourself to.
Anyway, if all of these people are bad people because they take the literal interpretation of scripture and they actually put it into practice and preach against
no, I would say you're completely fucking dumb for following Bronze Age mythology that should be left fucking behind. I'm not going to call you a bad person. I'm just going to call you dumb.
Things that they need to preach against. What would your opinion, Dragnut, be of a person that got on here and dropped people's dots on here? Was that person a good person or a bad person? Because you've done it. You've done.
No, you dog dropped yourself when you made that marathon video. How about you stop blaming other people for what you did?
Done it multiple times on here.
Oh, and
you have infringed on people's privacy on the internet multiple times. For those of you...
Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Paul's rather late. No, G-Man. And by the way, saying your first name, which is common knowledge at this point because of that video, and I know you deleted it, but anyway, saying your first name is not doc dropping. Okay, doc dropping would be people saying your full name and specifically where you live. To my knowledge, Dragdown has not done any of that. The only thing I know is that your real name is Gary and that you live in New Jersey. That's not doc dropping. Now, if I gave out your specific address, that would be doc dropping.
You who are trying to keep your privacy safe, please understand that this man is constantly trying to learn about my personal life. Is that what good people do?
Says the man who has threatened to doc drop people multiple times. I don't think you're in any area to claim the moral high ground on this, sir.
We're not talking about any good or bad things I'm doing. Like, he's literally trying to pry into my personal life. He openly supported a person who hacked into my phone and was calling me all kinds of hours in the night, calling me all kinds of N-words and everything else in the book. Will we consider that a good person?
Again, where's your evidence that Drag supported this? Because I'm willing to bet that you can't find any video of him saying, hey, I support this guy hacking into G-Man's phone. And by the way, from what I know, and I could be completely wrong, you left your phone somewhere. And unfortunately, there are people who can hack into it by themselves.
Because if it's okay for him to go over there and constantly bring up my stuff, it opens the door for me to do the same. Would that be considered a good person doing those things? Yes, I had to change my phone number because this guy who went on Dragnut's Hangout admitted that he was calling me with all these different numbers, and they're laughing and giggling about it in his Google Hangout. I'm going to name some other people in here because actually I'm going to name you by name. You know who you are. You know you're trying to protect your privacy. Do not tell that person nothing about your personal life. Because if you do and you cross him, it's going to be all over the net. But that's not good. You don't do that to people. He was taking people that was on my contact list and pretending that they were calling me. Like Dragnut, it said that Dragnut called me 4:30 in the morning. And I was really mad about that. I was like, dude, why are you calling me so late? And I have somebody going in when they're calling me and whatnot.
You know, To use the kind of argumentation that you used earlier, G-Man, where's your evidence of these phone calls? I mean, that's pretty much what you were saying earlier, that you didn't believe Jay because you didn't have a doctor's note to prove that she was in pain from you yelling into a megaphone into a Google Hangout, thus hurting her ears. Do you have any recordings of these phone calls, sir? Yeah, that's what I thought.
I have a relative in a hospital, and I'm waking up like, hello, and I'm hearing in. Does good people do that? This is the hypocrisy that is going on in this community. Talk about me, ignore what you're doing.
No, it's not. Because most of what you accuse us of doing, we're not doing. So, as far as Dragnut and what's going on between you and Dragnut, I can comment, but that's between you two idiots.
And I love it. I absolutely love it. And the reason why I love it is because he's exposing the bankrupt morality that these atheists have on here. I said it once, I say it again. You don't got a ceiling. When does it stop?
Well, you know, there's numerous ways I can go about this. Number one, I could apply that same question to you, okay? Because you've threatened, and I've threatened to dog drop many people on here, including JDK, and I'm fairly certain Dragnut. And as far as where does it stop, it stops probably when someone does you physical harm, which no one on here has laughed at. No one on here has said, hey, let's go beat up G-Man. No one's ever done that. As far as hacking into your phone, someone asking for your phone number, that's not hacking, dude.
You have no basis for your morality, and all you do is judge other people, and you do it dishonestly without looking at yourself in the mirror.
Pause.
You think you're a good person? Wait, seriously, what are you, smoking crack or something?
Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. For some reason, this thing doesn't want to pause. First of all, we do have a base for our morality. Human morality has and always will be deeply rooted in empathy, logic, and reasoning. And as far as judging is concerned, as much as I hate to admit it, it's probably in human nature to judge.
Come on. But it gets even better. Do you realize that there are still atheists here on the internet that consider themselves good people that still have my docs on the title of their videos?
Again, saying your first name is not doc dropping. Now, if they had your full name and your specific address, that would be doc dropping. How many times does this need to be explained to you? Saying your first name is not doc dropping. You've been explained this. In fact, I'm fairly certain even YouTube itself has explained this to you when you've tried to flag people's channels.
They still have it there, but they consider themselves good people. There isn't one Christian, and that includes you, Christian anarchists. There isn't one Christian on the internet saying, this atheist is wrong, this atheist needs to turn this down. If you're not going to do it, I'm going to block you and I'm going to disassociate myself from you. Not one. I'll be back.
Okay, let's fast forward here, shall we? Yep, too far.
Is it good behavior to sit there and tell people to go kill themselves? Is it good behavior?
Oh my god. G-Man, that's a freaking saying, okay? No one literally... He's getting this from his geek room encounter. He wasn't being fucking serious. It's just a mean expression, okay?
To tell people to go out there and rape that they want to rape the uploader of a YouTube video. I got a very special video that I want to upload on here talking about, and I'm not going to be like going through this person's entire channel or whatnot, but I'm going to show you just how immoral this community really is. And they got the nerve to talk about other people.
Okay, that applies to you, you fucking dumbass. You're gonna sit here and judge us when again you've admitted numerous times to taking a safe that didn't even belong to you and taking all the money in it. Okay, some of the things that you've confessed on here, you're not on any moral high ground, no matter how many holy books you base your morality on, sir.
Seriously, what's your opinion about a guy taking a banana and shoving it up his butt on camera? I could talk about a lot of things that I've seen on here, guys, regarding this atheist community.
Right back at you, sir.
But they seem to have this standard where you can judge Christians, but Christians can't judge them.
Again, name me one atheist that has ever said that. Okay, I'll probably be waiting until the day I die because no atheist anywhere has ever said that. If you want to judge me, go ahead. But I better hear good reasons of why you think you're on some moral high ground than me. Because you believe in the supernatural and a god. Okay? Because I guarantee you, I'll bring my A game if you bring yours, G-Man.
I didn't learn that in college. I didn't learn that in high school. I didn't learn that in grade school. I didn't learn it anywhere where it says that it's okay for you to lie and not to lie. It's okay for you to judge another person, but no one can judge you. Wait, are you crazy?
No one has said that.
I know a thing or two, okay, about socialism and a thing or two about how you're supposed to interact with your fellow human beings.
Apparently you don't, because you think it's perfectly okay to yell into a microphone in a Google Hangout when you know one of them has a hearing problem and has a hearing aid, and it will cause her physical pain if the noise in the Hangout is too loud. So apparently you don't, because you act for these absurd things when it comes to proving things.
You understand what I'm saying? So the last time I checked, the only people that can judge other people are people who aren't doing those things themselves, or if you were doing the same things, that you would do it in a more loving way and whatnot. You understand? Some of you who are Christians are understanding what I'm doing on my channel. These atheists, it usually takes them a couple of years to get what I'm doing, but they will get it at some point. They will understand.
Well, we get the point of your channel. Okay, it's supposedly to proselytize and to expose what you think are false religions. But so far, you've done none of that. Instead, you have started drama. You have lied about people, and you definitely lie about atheists. Okay, in fact, as far as I'm concerned, you're up there with Max Kolbe and deflating atheism. You're just an atheist bigot. Okay? In fact, you've even said so numerous times that atheists should have their rights stripped in this country. Okay, you think? In fact, I've seen you at least twice on 2 occasions. You have said that atheists should be barred from running for public office.
Okay, and when it hits them, it's going to be too late. It's going to be way, way, way too late, because they should have figured this out by now. They should have figured it out by now if they was as smart as they claimed that they were. Fact of the matter is that they have this hypocritical double standard where if I say something, and I'm going to use Jade now, if I say something about Jade, I'm a horrible human being. Somebody says something about Gman, that person is not a horrible human being.
Okay, first of all, the only one person that has that double standard is you, and considering what kind of person you've presented yourself, at least here online, yeah. I mean, let's be honest, G-Man. Would you judge me for saying something bad about Adolf Hitler or Jeffrey Dahmer? No, I wouldn't. I mean, not that you're up there with them, but still, the point is, you presented yourself as not a nice person on here, whether you like it or not. That's how you present yourself, not a nice person. And guess what? When people talk crap about not a nice person, no one's going to say anything because even they know that you're not a nice person. That's how the world goes, sir. That's how the world spins.
And you wonder why atheism is on the decline in the United States.
Citation, please. Citation needed for that, please, because as far as I know, That's just a flat-out lie. Atheism is on the rise, and whether you like it or not, G-Man is going to continue being on the rise because people are no longer buying into Christianity's bullshit, or Islam's bullshit, or Judaism's bullshit, or any religion's bullshit. Okay? I mean, hell, the non-religious percentage in this country went up 8% just in the matter of 5 years. Okay? 23% of Americans identify as non-religious. Now that's not saying that entire 23% is atheist, but at least I would say, in my personal opinion, at the very least half of that 23% is at least atheist. So no. And then that's up quite a bit from, I think, 5% 10 years ago? So no, atheism is not on the decline, sir. And if you're going to say that, you better have some citations, please.
You wonder why it's on a decline? Because people look at you people as being a bunch of liars. Why is it wrong for me? See, here's the thing. We believe in doing unto others as we want them to do to us. If I see you doing wrong and I correct you, then I would want you to correct me if I did wrong, right? Atheists got something a little different, okay? They say that by no means whatsoever should a Christian have the right to express their free thoughts and their opinions about other Christians or about other human beings. You're a terrible person if you do it. But we atheists have the right to do that ourselves. That is hypocritical and that is stupid.
Yeah, I would agree, except that no atheist has been doing that. You fucking liar. That's the standard that you have, G-Man. You have that standard. Okay? You and Ronnie and Veckel and honestly the entire Clown Car fucking posse. You have that standard. So as far as I'm concerned, this little segment of this video is just the pot calling the kettle black.
If Dragna was on my channel right now, I would say Dragna, tell me something. Was I a horrible person for saying what I said about Jade? What would you consider yourself? There's two ways he can go about it. The first way he can go about it, he could say is, I'm a horrible person because I'm doing what you're doing. Then you know what the next thing I'm going to say is, okay, according to your worldview or mine. He's going to say his worldview. Because he can't exercise mine, because if he does, he's a theist at that point, right? He says his worldview. I'm going to say, well, it's the basis for your morality. You know how that conversation is going to go. Because he's not very bright when it comes to these things.
According to you, he's not.
Right? The other.
Yeah. So just for a quick again, you know, for a guy who hates opinion-based morals, he has an awful lot of opinions in these videos of his.
Way is, he says he's doing it to just be a jerk on here, which would validate everything I just got finished saying prior to me saying this. It's a no-win situation with the guy. And a lot of you don't know this. When I do watch the channel, I'm reading the live chats. I'm paying attention to what both the atheists and the Christians are saying to this guy. I'm looking at who's donating money to this guy. You're not going to be telling me, God bless your brother, and giving to this buffoon when he's talking to me like that. I got a video about that one coming soon. Trust me.
Oh no.
Okay? You can't argue Christian unity 1 minute, and then the next minute financing Satan.
Okay, so you heard that, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently Dragnon is the Antichrist.
Okay? So, here's the thing now, okay?
Okay. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I need to adjust my bandwidth here for a second.
Because I want to get off of him. Why do you guys call Brett Keane and say that he had bad character? Because he stabbed you in the back, he was misrepresenting your positions, he was dishonest. But you do the same things yourself. So
No, we don't. G-Man, for the billionth time, when it comes to specifically you, We play videos of you saying the things you say from your own mouth. That's not misrepresentation. Okay? There are other YouTubers. I think I've made one video to True Empiricism. But again, we do, multiple of us, we do the same thing with True Empiricism and Veckel and Matt Slick and even, bless his somewhat heart, Antonio Fletcher. We do the same thing with Antonio. We make responses to videos of you saying the things you say coming out of your mouth. So no, we don't. Okay, how about you make better videos demonstrating, what your actual position is, not a bunch of fucking weak ass sophistry, and then maybe we can actually have some proper dialogue.
Everything that you're calling Brett, you got to call yourself, but you don't do it, and because you don't do it, you're self-righteous. You are holier than thou. You are walking around here acting like you're better than everybody else.
Again, that is what you do all the fucking time. We don't do, I can't believe I'm about to say we, but we don't do any of that. You are lying, G-Man, and you know you're lying. That's what you do, and multiple of your friends, not just you, but for the sake of this video, that's what you do. All the fucking time. Okay, so once again, pot calling the kettle black.
I said that Jade was a homosexual, and because she was not a homosexual, because she was homosexual, she wasn't a Christian, and everybody went in the uproar. Oh my God, I can't believe G-Man said that. But the problem is that Jesus said it, Paul said it, Peter said it, James said it, and the entire.
Whoa. First of all, that's a straight up fucking lie. Jesus never said anything about homosexuality. Okay? And Paul, sexual immorality means a bunch of fucking things. Okay? That's just your interpretation of what Paul said.
Entire New Testament says it, as well as the prophets in the Old Testament. And more importantly, the one sitting on the great white throne judgment is the one who's going to be the one who said it. I'm not going to stutter on something like that. But it's wrong for me to make a judgment. But it's okay for Dragnet to sit on the great white throne judgment and sit there and say, G-Man's a horrible person. We're going to donate to Dragnet. You're just lucky this isn't G-Man versus the world and you're in the room with me and you have to actually answer me verbatim in real time about this, because you would look like an idiot. You would look like a raging idiot if you had to actually talk to me and explain to me why is it wrong for me to do what Jesus told me to do, but it's okay for Dragnet to sit there on the great white throne judgment and make all these judgments about us. I mean, seriously, are you guys so dull that you don't even see how you're contradicting yourself?
Again, at what point did we say that you couldn't pass judgment? I love how we think, oh, well, you guys say this. Really? Name one atheist. Name one atheist that has said, G-Man, you can't do what your religion tells you to do. Okay? Not a single fucking one. And yet this man, ladies and gentlemen, has the gall to ask that we speak to him respectfully when he lies about us on almost every video he has about atheists. He has told lies. Yet this man has the balls to sit there and ask that we have a respectful dialogue with him. Go fuck yourself, dude.
You're on the internet? You're doing more for my YouTube channel right now than you actually know. You're proving me right.
No, we're not.
You're not proving you're not a hypocrite, and you're certainly ain't proving you're not contradicting your worldview. Last time I checked, you guys believed in two major things. Morality was subjective. Let's get that out the window right now. I think it's fair to say that none of you believe that. Nobody believes that morality is subjective, so let's just stop saying that garbage, okay? Morality is not a matter of opinion, okay?
Oh my God, fucking this again. When people say that morality is subjective, that is not to say that's just based on personal opinion. It is based on the person's experience. Experiences, how they grew up, what they were taught, the culture they're in. That's what it means when they said morality is subjective. Well, relative, more really, but to the point. That's what it means when they say morality is subjective, G-Man. Not, oh, well, it's just based on personal opinion. That's your interpretation of subjective morality.
Stop saying that, guys. Stop saying it. You look like idiots when you say it. Morality is objective. If there is a moral objective, if morality is absolute, and there is and there's an objective moral lawgiver, God exists. You ain't an atheist no more. If you thought I was annoying before when I said that you believe that God exists, you're just suppressing the truth and unrighteousness. Watch what I start doing with this. Right now, it's a theist. But the thing is, the theist that he is, he's a Satanist.
Again, this guy wants us to have respectful dialogue with him, yet here he is determining our position. By the way, G-Man, morality is and always will be subjective. Always. It is always going to be based on that person's experience in life, what they were taught, how they grew up, the culture they grew up in. It's always going to be based on that, as well as deeply rooted in, empathy, logic, and reasoning. Okay? But at the end of the day, it is subjective. Which, by the way, you have to actually provide evidence, actual evidence, that morality is objective and that there is a lawgiver. You have not done that at all. And neither has any of your pitiful friends. Alright, well, I've made it through 18 minutes. That's honestly longer than I had hoped. Well, in conclusion, as I always say, G-Man, stop pretending you are a threat to us, okay? You're not a threat to us. I mean, at least you're nothing but a personal fucking gag reel. You are the biggest hypocrite, at least one of the biggest hypocrites I've ever seen. Everything that you accused the atheist of what we are is exactly what you are. You're the one who likes to judge people, okay? Everything that you claim atheists say, we've never said any of that, and I'm willing to bet that you can't offer a single piece of evidence to prove that any of us have, including myself. And yeah, you have the, I said it earlier, you have the balls to sit there and act like that we should have a respectful tone to you. You are a liar of atheists, G-Man. That's what you are. Okay, which I find really pathetic. I find it pathetic that you and others like you, like Dean Esme, or deflating atheism, or hell, even true empiricism of Eckel, I feel bad that you had to lie about our position in order to quote-unquote beat us and refute us. Because at the end of the day, that's all you're doing. Okay, and I think it's getting to the point where, guess what, G-Man? Dragnut, JD Kane, myself, I want you to pay very close attention to what I'm about to say. I'll repeat it again. Dragnut, myself, others, other atheists, we're not going to put up with your fucking bullshit lies anymore. Especially these easy debunkable ones like, well, you know God exists. No, the fuck I don't. And you don't have any evidence to back up that I'm lying. Anyway, that's my rant. If you like what you saw, like, comment, subscribe. Also, I will be leaving a link down below to the podcast that I am a co-host of called Packard Pokes At. Please, if you like what you see on there, like, comment, and subscribe. You all have a wonderful night.